Hey everyone, I'm Halley from Evolve and Succeed. I'm here to give you Braless on Couch. It is a live Facebook show, and I'm super excited to be here. We're going to talk about something that I have heard a lot of people recommending, which is Upwork and Freelancer, and why designers, VAs, coaches should go on there. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about why that's not necessarily the best idea for you. But first, I want you to go and sign up for BeBookedOut.com. We are going to be opening it again soon. And Be Booked Out is 8 weeks long, and we make sure to rehaul all of your service-based business so that you can be consistently booked out with clients in advance, okay? A lot of people go from not making any money or very little money or having a ton of micromanaging clients into having full 40 to 70K businesses online, having awesome clients and loving their service-based business, okay? So if you're getting stuck and if you're feeling like, holy crap, why did I bother doing this? That's for you. It does not have to be that way. So let's talk about why Upworker and freelance or Upwork and Freelancer are not for you. Okay. So first off, what are they? They are two websites, and there are other websites out there that allow people to put jobs on asking for freelancers to come in and work for them. And basically, you compete on price and project to get the work, to land the client. Then what happens is that you have your own profile on there, and you submit your your quote or your price to work on the project and to work with the client. So there's a couple things there that I've seen that I really don't agree with, and I think that really takes away the control and power of you owning your own service-based business online. Okay, and the first one is that when you compete on price, you are always going to get shitty clients. All right, there is no way for you not to get shitty clients if you compete on price. And that's because when it comes to competing with people on price, there's always going to be somebody cheaper. Okay, there's always going to be somebody cheaper. And if the client's going to base it on price, then you're going to be working with clients that are really going to micromanage every minute that you work with them. And that's not fun for anyone because you're really good at what you do, and doing what you do well requires time. So that's shit. That's something that we do not want to recommend for you. At the end of the day, a client should be happy if you get them results, regardless of how much time it takes. I would much rather pay somebody for a result instead of paying somebody for an hour of their time, okay? Every client is looking for results, and that's basically what you should be positioning your services on. So Upwork and Freelancer are basically saying like, fuck results, we're just going to base it on money, which makes sense based on their platform. But you as a freelancer, as a designer, even a coach, as a virtual assistant, as a developer, as a project manager, as a marketer, as a copywriter, that's not for you, buddy. That's not for you. It might be a nice way for you to start, but it is going to kill your soul over time because you are going to have to keep competing on price, and that's going to make you feel like you are not making enough money. Okay. So that is not okay. And we need to make sure that you are not doing that. So what I would recommend is that when it comes to you working online, do not join these websites because these websites are going to kill your soul and your profit margin, and they're not going to allow you to get booked out. Now, here's why. You are not going to be in control of the packages you supply, and that's really not good for you because you're always going to constantly be pitching, putting quotes in, and making sure that you're following up with clients. And that makes the focus from being like systemizing it and automating it and making it like, okay, if somebody comes in here, they'll come out here, a client. Instead, what happens is that you're like, okay, I'm always going to be constantly hustling to try and get clients and then try to get clients. That's not long-term feasible, okay? If you want to do it, go for it. But the thing I find is that once you move away from Upwork, once you move away from Freelancer, once you move away from Facebook groups, like if you're competing for work on Facebook groups, you've lost the game. Because what happens is that when clients do that, they think they've legitimately got budgets, but instead of seeing you for the wonderful service provider you are, who's a kick ass at what you do and has an amazing brain for this, they instead say, well, I could get someone else for $5 cheaper. And they don't know any better. And that's the thing. When it comes to having your own business online, they don't know any better because you haven't marketed yourself. It is hard to market yourself in that brief little description well enough that people are like, oh, fuck yeah, I would love to pay her 2 times the going rate for this. That's what we want for you. We want you to get paid well. So the thing that I see a lot of people succeeding with is you need to have a website online. You need to be able to educate and cultivate and have clients coming in the door all the time, because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're always going to be at the whim of the clients, and that's not okay. All right, you need to take the lead in the relationship. You need to own that whatever price point you are, and it is an equation, it's not a feeling that you're basing your prices on, but you need to be confident in the prices that you're proposing, and you need to be able to have that consistent stream of clients coming in and getting turned into people who are on a wait list so that you will always have consistent clients waiting to work with you on that one package you offer. When you offer one specific package or three specific packages, that allows you to simplify your life, charge more for them, and always have people lined up the door to work with you, okay? And they'll wait months. They'll wait months for everyone. They'll wait months. They've waited months for VAs. They've waited months for coaches. They've waited months for designers. I have people in Be Booked Out right now who are saying that they have clients waiting for 6 months to work with them. And these are virtual assistants. These are people who are coaches. These are people who are designers. This is not uncommon. You can have people waiting months in advance to work with you, but you have to set it up on your terms and you have to take control of the whole thing. And you can only do that if you take the clients and you put them into your website and you have a way to market and educate to them so that they know how valuable you are. Because at this point, if you go and try to compete for prices on Upwork and Freelancer, you are always going to be chasing the work and you are not going to get booked out, okay? Because you are going to get burnt the fuck out. So I want you to go to bebookedout.com. We have, for people who want first dibs or want to know more about Be Booked Out, go sign up, okay? We're going to be opening up again soon. And I do not want you to miss out, because if you are here right now and you are trying to get clients because you want to be online, you want to have full-time income, anywhere between 40 and 70K your first year. If you want to have clients who actually like you and are grateful for you to be there, this is for you, buddy. We can make this work. So go ahead and sign up. And we are going to be launching Be Booked Out soon. So I want you to get the first heads up when we do, okay? So I'm Halley Gray from Evolve and Succeed. Stay off Upwork, stay off Freelancer, take the control back, and let's get you booked out months in advance. Talk to you soon.